What's good, everybody, and welcome back to Inside the Ring. I'm your host, the Wrestling Guru. And before I start, I hope everybody had a great Christmas, great New Year's, and hopefully everybody started off the New Year's great because as I see a lot of people already, their New Year's already went to the crapper. But what a great way to start off the New Year with a review for Wrestle Kingdom 13. Now, I know probably a lot of you have not seen it. If you have seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, it's going to be a lot of spoilers. So give you guys a couple seconds to unclick the video, go watch it because it's going to be a full review of every single match, every single one. So once again, you've got a couple seconds to click off. If you're not, too late. Now, let's get straight into it. Now, Wrestle Kingdom in a total and everything all together, Wrestle Kingdom wasn't the greatest Wrestle Kingdom. It wasn't the best, but it definitely did live up to the card. Now, a lot of things, of course, a lot of things I didn't like about it, but dude, there was a lot of things that I loved about it. Now, Wrestle Kingdom, I do once again gotta say, like I said, gotta take my hat off. It was really good. There was the hype lived up. I don't see too many people mad about the show. And total altogether, I gotta give the show 1 out of 5 stars, maybe 4 stars, because there's a lot of upsets. Now, just to let you guys know, every title changed hands. Every single title changed. Now that was a huge surprise. That was just very shocking. I didn't expect every single title to change hands. Now, like I said, that was a total surprise. I seen the flow that it was going, but I hope that it was going to end at some point, but it didn't change. Now, like I said, let's get straight into it. Kota Ibushi versus Will Osprey. Man, did I say hype? That match right there lived up to all the hype that it was supposed to be, that it was. And man, I just hope we get a rematch after what we got in this match. Man, listen, from start to end, Kota Ibushi and Will Osprey, they delivered a phenomenal match. Now, I'm a little upset that the match didn't go like around 30 minutes, but what they gave us was insane. Everybody seemed to build up for months. We seen the build up of Will Osprey moving up to heavyweight division and Kota Ibushi, both of them having a little I can do better than you back and forth on the tag team, like Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi versus Will and Okada. I mean, was it great? Was it amazing? That was one of the best tag team matches I've seen this year, honestly. But Kota Ibushi and Will, they tore the house down. If it wasn't the best match of the night, it was definitely top 3, but I'll put it number 2. I say it was the second best match of the night. And there was a time in that match where I was like, yo, there's no way Will was going to win. I mean, Kota was pulling on everything in the book. Same thing like Will, just back and forth greatness, man. But everything changed when Will gave Kota Ibushi a concussion. Now, when I say I think he kind of lost it for a minute there. I was like, yo, this man, he finna do it. He hit him over the head with an elbow. Now, I don't know where he got that move from. I don't know what went into his mind. But when he hit Kota in the face, right across the head, I was like, yo, that's it. That is the match. There's no way Kota finna kick out of this. He picked him up for the Stormbreaker. Done deal. I was shocked. Now, Kota Ibushi getting a concussion probably changed the end of the match. Now, I'm not saying that Kota was supposed to win, but maybe the match was supposed to go on a little bit longer, maybe, because the referees, everybody knew off rip that Kota was out. Everybody knew. I was watching, I was shocked. I was like, yo, I think he might be knocked out on, like, for real. And from what we see, he really was knocked out. And Will walked out as a never openweight champion. Like, the hype was amazing. The match was amazing. Will being champion, I'm all for it. As long as he stays champion with this attitude, that killing instinct, to keep that title, because coming from the junior weight to heavyweight, being a never openweight champion, any and everybody can challenge for it. And showing that Will and Kota, that they're fighting for this championship, is going to bring back this division. It's going to have a lot of other wrestlers wanting to fight for this championship, because it just makes the division so much better if you actually have a lot more talent. You know, high flyers, heavy hitters, strong style fighters. It brings everybody together, and it really can make the belt what the name is, open weight. Anybody from any weight class, honestly, that can fight for it. But definitely top 3 match on the card. In my eyes, number 2. You guys can tell me different, but that match was amazing. Second match on the card was a junior heavyweight tag team match. Now, I'm not going to sit here, I'm not going to talk bad about the match. Because I already, going into this match, I already knew that LIJ was going to take the titles. I mean, Senzo and Bushi, they've been living up to the hype. Them coming together, forming a team. Dude, I mean, if you have not seen it in the Junior Tag League, I don't know. If you thought that Sho and Yo was going to win it, yo, I'm sorry. That wasn't going to happen. First of all, Senzo, he basically a heavyweight division. He basically a heavyweight fighter. I mean, they got him, the man's so huge. He's literally probably like a burger away from being heavyweight division. And having someone like that in the junior weight division with someone like Bushi, I mean, like, bro, who really can really stop these guys? I don't think no one in the junior tag team division is going to be able to stop these two dudes. I guarantee you these guys are going to go on for a while to be champions. Maybe a year. I mean, they're dominant. They're that much dominant than any other team. Just look at them. Bushi, he's a great high flyer. He's a great tactician. You know, he got the miss. I mean, like, the miss is off rip. That's off rip KO, you know? And then, like I said, Senzo, this man won every title. He done everything he could do in Dragon Gate. And now he come over to New Japan. The man is a beast. I mean, I'm talking about, he's a true beast. In this match was just greatness from all 3 teams was going back and forth. Like I said, I already kind of figured that LIJ was going to win the titles. It been built up since the tournament. And I know a lot of people were disappointed that Sho and Yo didn't win. I mean, they're the faces of the division. Ever since the Young Bucks moved up to heavyweight, Sho and Yo been doing everything. And me personally, I'm a fan of them, but I'm not a huge fan of Sho and Yo. I'm not really a huge fan of them. I'm definitely a fan of Bushi and Senzo. This team, dude, they're gonna wreck a lot of teams. A lot of people are gonna be mad. Their favorite teams are not winning no titles no time soon. These guys are truly dominant. I mean, great match. Wasn't the best. I'll probably give it a 3.5, maybe a 3.8, but definitely it was a good match. Now, let's get into the third match of the card. Evil and Sonata versus the Gorillas of Destiny versus the Young Bucks. Coming into this match, I didn't expect much, to be honest. We knew the Young Bucks deserved their rematch after what happened with the Gorillas of Destiny, how they lost the titles. We knew I knew once I seen Evil Sonata win the tag team tournament, once again, I knew they was finna win at WrestleKingdom. I mean, like, come on, dude. These two guys, Evil Sonata, probably top 10 New Japan wrestlers right now. First of all, Sonata he's truly gifted. I'm talking about, he could be the champion. He could be New Japan champion. I'm talking about, hands down, he could be IWGP champion. You see what he did with Okada. You see what he did against Kenny Omega. See what he did against Ishii, Minoru Suzuki, Kota, Zack Sabre. I mean, this man's truly talented. I won't be surprised in 2019, this year, that he has like a good singles run, kind of like how Evil did before he joined up with LIJ. But back to the match. It was a great, anticipated, back and forth match between the Young Bucks and them. It was a great. The Young Bucks, they was on a roll for a minute there. I ain't gonna lie. It was a little point at that minute where I was like, yo, the Young Bucks just might win it. They was pulling out everything. They was pulling out every stunt they could. I mean, can't get into too much of the details on the moves. I'll have the videos for you guys can look at what they was doing. But man, it was a good match. I'm not gonna lie. It was a part of me that was really mad that Tama Tonga and Tangaloa really lost the belts, because I'm really behind the bad boy Tama Tonga. I forgot. He's no longer the bad boy Tama Tonga. He's the good guy. He's a good guy now. He's no longer a bad guy. He's no longer a bad guy. So he's a good guy. I really wanted them to win. I really wanted them to keep the belts. I mean, what's the point of having them defeat the Young Bucks, arguably the greatest tag team in the world right now, We could argue that because there is some great tag teams out there, but arguably the greatest tag team, the Greatest of Destiny, they proved that they can hang with the best tag teams. And Evil Sonata once again proved that they are in the running for best tag team in the world. Just look at what they did. Evil Sonata, they're a perfect team. The Young Bucks, they're brothers. They're a great tag team. Tama Tonga Tingalo, they're brothers. They're a great tag team. But Evil Sonata, coming from two single wrestlers, forming a team, both of these guys are really, really good. Once again, I won't be surprised if Sonata have a singles run this year coming up. But Evil Sonata, like I said, Evil Sonata, they're once again tag team champions. Good match. Wasn't the greatest match I've seen from any of them, but if I have to rate this match, I definitely would rate it like a 3.8. I'll rate it more than the junior heavyweight tag team match. Definitely will rate it over that. Now let's get into the fourth match of the night. The IWGP United States Championship. Cody Rhodes put his title on the line for the first time against Juice Robinson. Was it a great match? Was it a bad match? Was it an okay match? Or was it a good match? Not really sure how to go about it. I'm a Cody fan. For guys that don't know, I'm a huge Cody fan. Always has been since he was in WWE. So don't think I'm riding the hype train. I've always been a Cody fan. Now, I'm not disappointed that Cody lost the belt. We all know that Cody was dealing with an injury coming into this match. That's why he didn't defend the belt against Trent in Ring of Honor. We know he messed up his knee. He really messed up his knee really, really bad. Cody clearly said that he was going to wrestle this match, whether if he was hurt, injured, okay, on crutches. He wanted to wrestle in New Japan. He wanted to wrestle on the biggest stage in New Japan at WrestleKingdom and defend the belt against Juice Robinson. He wanted to do it no matter what. Now, this match between Juice and Cody is very personal. It always has been personal since they first met. You know, Cody was mad at Juice for saying that, you know, he's basically like the dream. And, you know, if you don't remember, he was in NXT when Cody Rhodes' father, Dusty Rhodes, was actually training all the up-and-comers like Sami Callihan and Juice Robinson and many more that I don't feel like naming right now. You know, and Cody Rhodes was basically saying, like, you disrespected the Rhodes family name by saying certain things. And, you know, don't get me wrong, Juice was in the moment. He was hyped up, you know. He said some things. He apologized. So Cody, a while back, called him a fake wannabe Kairi Sane, and I just thought that was hilarious to me. So it was basically like him wanting to take the title from Juice, basically saying he's a fake, he's a phony, you know. So the rivalry between them got very personal. Now, Juice became the #1 contender when he defeated Trent and Ring of Honor. So now going to WrestleKingdom, he was the #1 contender. Now, once again, the match didn't live up to any hype or any expectation. I knew how the match was going to go. Cody's hurt. Juice is going to win regardless. But there was some very good spots in the match. Like the Bionic Spear from Brandy Rose. Yo, I love every time she get in Cody's match. I love her. Like, I just love her so much. Her spear, bro, probably better than almost anybody's spear. I don't care what nobody say. She speared Juice and she mounted that boy and she just started hitting that boy with hammer fists. I just thought that was the funniest thing ever. I don't know why. I just thought that was funny. And then you got Juice. He hit Cody with his own crossroads. Like, that was pretty good. Hit him with the left hand of God. You know, it was a good match. It was a good match. It was a Cody match, I should say. It was a very Cody match. Now, at the end of the match, this is why I thought Cody was going to come out on top. Juice hit him with his finisher, but he stopped. Now, everybody know you can't give Cody no type of leverage, no leeway, no time to breathe. Juice went into a different character, different mode. He went into kill mode. He finished Cody off again with his finisher. Now, that's when I knew 100% the match was over. There was no way Cody was going to come out on top. Now, once again, what would I rate that match? Barely maybe a 3, 4. Very low. But once again, like I said, it was a very Cody match. Most of Cody matches are like that. When he fought Nick Aldis, when he fought Jay Lethal, that was a great match. Him versus Jay Lethal was a very good match. You know, Cody get a lot of fire, a lot of backfire the way he wrestles. I personally think he's a great wrestler. He's a very good wrestler. Now, is he a great high flyer? No, he has a great character. He can wrestle because he was a great amateur wrestler. And I don't want to get into all of that, but I think people should give Cody Rhodes a lot more respect. This man has done a lot of great things this year, last year, the year before last. He bet on himself, and look at right now. He's going to start AEW with the Young Bucks, All Elite Wrestling. The speculation's all over. All Elite Wrestling is happening. So everybody can stop the fake rumors. It's happening. It's real. It's going down. He's the president. It's over. So yes, Juice Robinson defeated Cody, and now he's once again a two-time New Japan IWGP United States champion. 2 times. Now, let's get into the match that I thought was going to steal the show. I truly believe Kushida and Taiji Ishimori was going to steal the show. Man, I'm a huge fan of Taiji Ishimori. My first time watching him was down in Impact Wrestling when he came up and he became the X Division champion. That was the first time I ever seen him wrestle, and I was like, yo, this kid, this man, there's no way he a cruiserweight, there's no way he a junior weight, there's no way this man's in the X Division. He's so cocky, the man's so big. Like, people talk about Shinjo, but Ishimori, he's up there. That man, weight-wise, he's up there. So I really thought that Kushida and Ishimori was going to steal the show. Now, nevertheless, it was a still good match. Now, was it Ishimori versus Hiromu? Not even close. That match was classic. I'm talking about that was the greatest match I've watched in 2018. I put it on the list on my Instagram. That was the best match I've seen in 2018. That match was just too good. There's no way you can copy that, clone it, do anything different. But Kushida versus Ishimori was still a good match. Like I said, it wasn't a 5-star, wasn't even a 4.5 star, but man, it was a good match. Ishimori was built up by the Bullet Club and New Japan to be a huge heavy hitter and the junior heavyweight division. Look what he did in the tag league. Look what he did in the Best of Super Juniors. He defeated Will Osprey. He went toe to toe, man. Him and Hiromu, they nearly killed each other in that match. It was a great match. So for him winning the belt, that was hands down. We knew that was going to happen, especially with Kushida leaving the company. It's confirmed Kushida's gone. He's leaving the company. Who knows where he might go? Back to Ring of Honor, maybe WWE. Wherever he goes, I wish him the best of luck. But Taiji Ishimori, man, hands down, at this point right now, he's the best junior heavyweight. I'm talking about the man is truly talented. The man is amazing. And I cannot wait for Hiromu to come back and challenge him for that belt. That is going to be amazing. We get a part 2 between those two guys. I can't wait. I'm thinking about it right now. But it's best not to think about it. So yes, Taiji Ishimori, the bone soldier of the Bullet Club, is now your new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. Respect him. Now let's talk about the most underrated match on the card. The most underrated match of the card. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Ishii. Man, I didn't think that match was going to be that good. It was very good. Zack Sabre has been built up multiple times to be a beast, which he is a beast. He's a freaking technical wizard. I'm talking about he might be the best technical wrestler in the world right now as we speak. Better than Daniel Bryan, better than anybody. I'm sorry, I'm being 100 with everybody that's watching this video. Zack Sabre Jr. is the greatest technical wizard right now. He's the best technical wrestler in the world as we speak. I personally believe he should be going after the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. Maybe the United States Championship. I really would have loved to see him versus Chris Jericho. That would have been a great match. But anyway, Ishii versus Zack Sabre. Man, that was great. To see him go toe-to-toe with a beast like Ishii, the Stone Pitbull, going blow for blow, headbutt. When he hit him with a headbutt in this match, I was like, yo, Zack might be dead, man. But Zack, he kept it in there. He mixed his style of his technical wrestling with his hard strikes and hard kicks. And he took Ishii down. He broke him apart. He went after that arm. And the submission he hit him with at the end to end this match, dude. Yeah, tap out. What he say? Just tap out. Zack Sabre Jr. is the man. This is why I personally believe he will take over Suzuki Gun. At the end of it all, Suzuki will pass the torch to Zack Sabre Jr. The man is too good. Ishii's great, he's good, but to me, in my eyes, he's not that star, you know. A lot of people wanted him to beat Kenny when he was fighting Kenny for the championship, but Ishii's not that star. I don't think he's that picture guy. I don't think he's the guy that can just sit on the top of the mountain. You know, it's a lot of things about Ishii that I don't feel like he's the man to be the man. But Zack Sabre Jr., he's the man that could be the man if you mess around and sleep with him. Zack Sabre Jr., amazing, greatest technical wrestler. He's a technical wizard. Hands down, that was a very great match. Probably the most underrated match on the card. If you didn't like that match, you just don't like great wrestling, bro. I'm sorry to tell you that. That's wrestling. That's wrestling. Just tap out. 3-time British champion. 3-time. Just tap out. Now let's get into my third favorite match on the whole card. Man, Jay White, the Switchblade, versus Okada, the Rainmaker. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm not a huge Okada fan. I'm keeping it real with you. I am not a huge Okada fan. Do I respect him? Yes. Do I like him? Yes. Am I a fan of him? No. I'm not a huge fan of his. Am I a fan of Jay White? You better know it. Breathe with the Switchblade. Dude, Jay White has been building up to be the man of this company for a while. Remember this, he defeated Kenny Omega clean for the IWGP United States Championship. He defeated Okada, he defeated the Ace and the G1. And now he defeated Okada on the biggest stage of them all. Fair, down the middle, clean. He beat the Rainmaker. He beat the Rainmaker. You cannot deny this man anymore. Jay White is amazing. He's great. He's a great character. He's building up to be the man. I mean, if you guys don't like Jay White, don't breathe. Don't breathe. Because if you're breathing with the Switchblade. Remember that. Now, once again, the match was very, very good. I didn't expect this match to be this good. Honestly, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. Okada came out. He took off his pants. He had on the trunks, the Rainmaker trunks. You should have seen everybody's reaction. And I'm not even an Okada fan. My reaction, I was surprised. I was shocked because I'm not a fan of the red hair Okada, the balloon Okada. Like, give us Okada. Anybody's going to defeat Jay White. It got to be the Rainmaker Okada, the one that we seen go against Kenny Omega, you know, an hour long. Like, that's what we need. And Okada, he lived up. Okada stepped up, but he didn't do what he said he was going to do. He did not defeat the Switchblade. The Switchblade prevailed. He stood on top, and he defeated the King of New Japan. If you don't believe me, just look at it. Okada's bred to be the golden boy of New Japan. Don't want to compare him to him, but he's like the John Cena of New Japan. Now, you might not agree with me, but I'm being real. He's the golden boy of New Japan. For someone like Jay White to beat him fair and square on the stage at WrestleKingdom, to beat him, there's no way you're going to tell me that New Japan management is not behind this guy. I mean, just look. With Kenny Omega leaving the company or taking a break or whatever he's doing, he is the guy to do it. He's beaten all the top wrestlers in New Japan. He's next in line to be the champion. He will be the IWGP champion. I promise you, 2019. Maybe not in a couple months. Maybe at the end of the year. But in 2019, he will be the IWGP champion. Promise you. The way he reversed the Rainmaker was just so good. When he did that, I knew off rip. Yo, I jumped up. I was like, Jay White, win. Breathe with the Switchblade. Okada didn't kick out. Dude. I know a lot of people was mad about that. But why be mad? It's time for a new era. Okada's going to have many more title reigns. Many more Wrestle Kingdoms. Jay White might now last 3 to 4 more years in New Japan. And I'm not saying that because he can't last. I'm saying that because once you get a character and once you become your character, other companies see that. He can easily go back to Ring of Honor. New Japan might not be able to hold him for long if WWE want him. All WWE have to do is throw that money at him. And someone like Jay White, that haven't really got real winning could leave. Now, would it be smart for him to leave? No, it wouldn't be smart. Dude, you're at the top of the chart. You're at the top of the pyramid right now. You know, you defeated the best wrestlers in New Japan. You're about to be the champion. You're about to be the man. So now, guess what, everybody? In order to be the man in New Japan, you got to be Switchblade. Because it's breathe with him or don't. Jay White, the Switchblade, IWGP champion 2019. Mark my words. Now, let's get into the greatest match of the card. I'm talking about, hey, if you don't believe me, go back and rewatch that. I've watched this one match 3 times. I promise you. Chris Jericho, the Alpha, the rock and roll of Ayatollah, versus Tetsuya Naito. Now, dude, I was very happy that Naito went on the offensive. Remember last time he fought Jericho, Jericho was just disragging him, destroying him. He jumped in the ring, he didn't take off his clothes, Jericho just jumped on him and started welling him. Naito said, not this time, Jericho-san. He went at him, and it was a brawl. It was a brawl. The bell shot. Man, when Jericho DDT'd him on the table, yo, I was like, yo, there's no way Naito getting back up. Naito is the man of sales. I tell you right now, he can sell anything. He can make his opponents look so good. So can Jericho, though. Jericho can do the same thing. He could do the same. But, man, that match was so good. It was so hard-hitting. It was everything I expected, plus more. You know, the feud between Naito and Jericho is real. It's been there from the start of when he first got to New Japan. You know, Chris Jericho is the greatest intercontinental champion of WWE history. The man would rather win that championship over the big belt. Now, not saying he wouldn't want it, but he take pride in the intercontinental championship. Anybody that know Naito, anybody that been watching New Japan for the last 5 years, know that Naito does not care about the Intercontinental Championship. He does not care for it. He's always winning it and just throwing it away. He threw the belt in the air one time. I mean, my eyes, in my opinion, that's the most disrespectful thing you can do. You can hold the belt any way you want to. You can carry it any way you want to. You can drop it. But to throw the belt in the air and just let it fall. The man sometimes comes to the ring without the championship. There's times where he left it in the ring. So taking the belt off of Jericho just to please Naito, in my eyes, was very wrong. I believe Jericho should have kept the belt. I wanted to see him defend the belt against guys like Will Osprey, Kota Ibushi, freaking Ishii's. You know, I wouldn't even want to see him fight Minoru Suzuki, Zack Sabre Jr. There was so many other people he could have defended the belt against. Now, once again, the match was amazing. It was great. It lived up to the hype. It's just the fact putting the belt back on Naito for him to lose it because he don't want the belt is pointless. I think this was all about New Japan trying to give Naito something to do. Because Naito is a top guy in New Japan. Hands down, probably top 5 best guys in New Japan. For sure. But is he that guy? I don't think so. I don't think Naito is that guy anymore you can lean on and say, take New Japan to the promised land. I don't think he could do that anymore. But he can step up. He could try to be that man. But when you look at Naito, when I look at Naito, I don't see that star that he could have been. You know, New Japan focusing on Okada, and for the last couple years focusing on Omega so much, and once again bringing Ace back into the picture. It's like, what can you really do with Naito that's going to make him happy? Nothing. The man has said plenty of times he doesn't want a lower belt. He wants the belt. He wants to be the man. Well, guess what, my man? You can't be the man. You feel me? But once again, Jericho versus Naito, great match. The Code Breaker, amazing. The match between them was just so good. I wish it would have went on longer. I mean, to see Naito finish him off in the middle of the ring with the chair, and then to hit him with the belt, hey, Naito-san, I like that. Jericho did it to you, you do it to him. Get back with the get back. I'm all for it. Great match, great rivalry. Is this rivalry over? By far, it's not over. Jericho never lets anything go. Jericho will be after Naito's throat again very soon. Trust me. Might not be for a while, but I do believe Jericho, given the opportunity, given the chance to take back the belt, I think he would. But it's at the point right now, I believe that Jericho might not even want the belt anymore. I think he's thinking bigger. The IWGP Heavyweight Championship. That would be nice. That would be nice. I'm just saying. The Ace versus Jericho. Hey, take my money. That's what I'm talking about. So Tetsuya Naito, he defeats Kenny Omega. Tetsuya Naito, he defeats Chris Jericho to once again become the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. Does he care for the belt? Does he really want the belt? Is he actually going to change this time? Let's find out. Now let's get into the main event of Wrestle Kingdom 13. Kenny Omega, the leader of the Bullet. Now, the leader of the Elite. That's right. Tama Tonga kicked him out of the Bullet Club. How do you kick the leader out of the Bullet Club? Don't ask me. But the leader of the Elite, I believe he's the leader, right? We'll never know with Kenny. Anyway, Kenny Omega, the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, versus Tanahashi, the Ace of New Japan. The old man, I should say. Coming into this match, I had so many mixed emotions. So many. I'm a huge fan of Tanahashi. Huge fan. Huge fan. But I'm also a huge fan of Kenny Omega. Very huge fan. Very. I was a fan of Kenny Omega. Just the way he went after the IWGP Championship. The way he hunted it down. The way he wanted it. The way he fought for that championship is what made people pay attention to Kenny. It's what made people like Kenny. It's what made people jump on the bandwagon. Him winning the championship from Okada was amazing. It was glorious. Kenny Omega defeating Cody Rhodes in LA. Great match. Great rivalry. Leader for the Bullet Club. Come to find out, neither one of them was the leader of the Bullet Club. Yeah. Kenny Omega versus Ishii. Great match. But let's rewind a little bit. Kenny Omega versus Cody versus Kota Ibushi. Man, that was top 5 of my greatest matches of 2018. Go look at it. Go look at it on my IG. That was one, if not, I think top 5, top 3 matches of 2018. Kota Ibushi versus Kenny Omega versus Cody Rhodes. So good. That was a great match. But Kenny in the G1, he lost to Kota Ibushi. And if he wanted, he said he wanted to face Kota at Wrestle Kingdom. I personally believe Kota Ibushi versus Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom would have stole the show. It would have been a million times better than anything we ever seen. Better than Okada versus Kenny. Better than Kenny versus Jericho. Kenny versus Will. Kenny versus Cody. Kenny and Kota versus the Young Bucks. That match would have been better than any match we have seen in years to come. Two best friends, the Golden Lovers, the Golden Star, facing off. That would stole the show at Wrestle Kingdom. I promise you that would have stole the show. That's what they should have went with. Because Kenny Omega versus Tanahashi, the Ace, my eyes did not live up to the hype. Not at all. Kenny Omega was defeated by Tanahashi. He defeated Kenny. He also hit him with a Styles Clash. If you don't remember, AJ Styles defeated Tanahashi to become the IWGP champion. He hit him with a Styles Clash. I like that, Tana. That's what I'm talking about. But honestly, in my eyes, the match did not live up to my expectations. Now, a lot of people said the match was great. I disagree. It was barely a 4-star match in my eyes. Tanahashi and Kenny Omega had way greater matches than this. They had way greater matches than this. I'm talking about this is By far, maybe their worst match of all time. I don't know. Maybe it was because Kenny knew he was going to lose. I don't know if it was because Kenny was disappointed how New Japan was treating him. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it could be. But I don't think that it was their best match ever. Now, did Kenny give it his all? Heck yeah, Kenny gave it his all. I mean, when he did the backflip off of the rail, perfect. Jumping over the ropes once again, perfect. Tanahashi doing his frog splash like he always do. Swing blade. Kenny Omega hit him with a swing blade. Just back and forth. Yes, it was a great match. But what was better than the match was the rivalry. It was very personal. Tana disagreed with the way Kenny, I guess, carry himself and how he uses New Japan to better himself and the Bullet Club. But he's saying if it wasn't for the Bullet Club, he won't beat Kenny Omega. Yeah, we could kind of argue that. But Kenny disagreed with Tana. So Kenny feels as though he's the greatest wrestler. And Tana feels as though he's still one of the greatest wrestlers. And like I said, it's more personal than that. They was going back and forth for a while, talking about each other's ideals. And coming to Wrestle Kingdom, I just expected them to kill each other. You know, I'm not the guy to expect crazy stuff. Once again, I did enjoy the match. But I just don't believe it was the best match on the card. I don't believe it was their greatest match of all matches they ever had. I don't even believe it's top 10 of Kenny's greatest matches. I don't even think it's top 10 of Tanahashi matches. That's how disappointed I was in that match. I mean, Kota Ibushi and Will Osprey could have been the main event. Chris Jericho and Naito could have stole the show. But I don't want to talk too bad about it. Because once again, like I did say, it was a good match. The rivalry is what made this match so good. It was personal on every level between Tanahashi and Kenny Omega. This is why the match was hyped up so much. This is why it was built up to be this type of match. It kind of reminded me of like either John Cena versus CM Punk or even The Rock versus John Cena. Very personal. It was very personal on every level. You know, Tanahashi had to win. Kenny Omega, he had to win. By winning, he proved everything he said. He is the man. Tana winning doesn't really usher in a new era. A lot of people say it's the beginning of a new era. It really don't open a new era. Tanahashi probably barely have one good year within his body. Look at the way he moved. Like Jay White called him at New Year Dash. Old man. Tanahashi's an old man. He's an old man. The way he jumped over the ropes to do his frog splash, I'm talking about Tanahashi, bro. You're losing it. But you still got it. Only thing about guys like Tana, when they get to a certain age, they can't reinvent themselves. But Tana, he's doing a great job of reinventing himself. He really is. I give him so much props for doing this. Because people his age would not last fighting against someone like Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi. Like, that match between Kota and him was very, very good. So for him to reinvent himself one more time, and to give it another go, and to become IWGP champion is great. Now, what I also disagree with is, why didn't he defeat Okada to become champion? That was a great rivalry. That would have been a perfect build-up for him to defeat Okada, become champion, and then Kenny take it from him. I mean, it didn't matter who Kenny took the belt from, whether it was Okada or Ace. But to really usher in something new, if you really wanted to give Tanahashi something, it would have been better for him to defeat Okada, the young guy, the young gun, the golden boy that defeated him in the first place. That would have been perfect. Perfect build-up. But anyway, Kenny versus Tanahashi. Tanahashi is once again your IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Now, what would I rate this match? Maybe four stars. Because the rivalry was so great. The fans, the crowd, they was really into it. Now, once again, I do not believe it was their greatest match. Not even close. By far. But nevertheless, good match. Altogether, Wrestle Kingdom, like I said, I have to give it 4 stars, 4.5 stars. It lived up to the hype. A great way to start off the new year's. Great way. For all of you that did not watch it, I'm telling you right now, go watch the event. Go watch Wrestle Kingdom. Go watch it. You will not be disappointed. The matches was good. If you know the storyline from every match, you will look past the finishes. You'll look past all the title changes. You look past your favorite wrestler losing. Like for me, and for instance, Cody Rhodes. I don't even care. The event was great. Now, I do feel something huge is coming from New Japan this year. Something huge. We know for a fact Kenny Omega's leaving. If not taking a break, Kushida's leaving. Most likely coming to WWE. That's going to be great to look at. So once again, guys, tell me how you feel about Wrestle Kingdom. Tell me how did you like it. Tell me what was your favorite match of the night. Shoot, I mean, call me idiot if you feel as though I was being an idiot in this video. Tell me your ideas. Tell me your feelings. Ask me questions, wherever it is. Drop it in the comments. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Go over to the Instagram, follow _ the wrestling guru. All my updates, all my highlights are always posted on IG. That's it with this video. The wrestling guru is out of here. Don't forget, this is Inside the Ring. See you later.